Hey YouTubers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking radon tests, and in the event that you have never tested your home for radon, in today's video we're going to walk you through how to test it. Let's take a look. All right, YouTubers, downstairs in the basement now in front of us is the First Alert Radon Gas Test Kit. Couple features: fast, accurate results, no lab fee, which is great. That lab fee is included with the purchase of this kit. We purchased this kit from our local Lowe's and it was about $15. Also, EPA and NRPP certified lab. Turn the box to the back side. It talks about a few items such as the legacy or history of the company, what you should know about radon gas, and how radon gas can enter your home, and the directions for use, along with a pictorial image of what looks like a utility room with a furnace. Let's go and open up the box. Looks like a bunch of stuff inside. We'll go ahead and pull it out and organize it. All right, YouTubers, I pulled everything out of the box and I put it in an organized manner, and I will run you through each item. This is your user's manual. Become familiar with that. This is your radon sampler. All it is activated charcoal. It is sealed right now. This is the package that you put the sample in after testing, and you ship it away to the facility located in Texas. And this is your test information form, where you are going to write some valuable information such as your name, address, the start time and end time, and date of your test. And the box, we've already shown you that. And this is your test instructions. Become very familiar with this form before even starting the test, and we will talk more about that. Let's pull this aside. It's got step 1, before testing. Step 2, start the test. Step 3, which is plan to stop the test. And step 4, stop testing and mail your package. Step number 1, before testing, read through all instructions. Yes, we know how important that is. Keep this page for your reference. Your test kit should include a charcoal radon sampler, an information form, these instructions, and a return mailer. Make sure all of your items are there. Next, please make sure to observe closed home conditions. This is important, YouTubers. Make sure all exterior doors and windows are closed for at least 12 hours before starting the test. Again, very important. Next, keep all exterior doors and windows closed during the test. Normal entry and exit of your home is permitted, meaning if you're leaving for work or coming home for work or running errands, you are allowed to go in and out of your door. However, don't leave your door wide open nor any windows wide open. That will ultimately interfere with the ventilation of the house and give you an invalid test. In addition, dehumidifiers, heating, and cooling systems should be run normally. Avoid using vent or exhaust fans during the test. A couple questions here. So once you become all familiar with the before testing items, on to step 2, start the test. Remove the charcoal radon sampler from the plastic bag. That is that right there. It is sealed in a bag. We'll do that here shortly. Record your start time and date on the information form, which is this. I'll show you that shortly as well. And the do's and do not. Place the radon sampler on the lowest level of your home, suitable for occupancy, whether it's finished or unfinished. Your basement. Place the radon sampler on a flat surface with the paper side facing up. Place your radon sampler 2 to 7 feet above the floor. Again, important. Also, place the radon sampler at least 3 feet from exterior doors and windows, and place the radon sampler at least 6 inches from any wall or large object taller than 6 inches. And make sure you read the do nots. Make sure you don't puncture anything. Make sure you don't place the radon sampler near heating or air conditioned vents. Don't put it in any place where it will get wet. Do not place the sampler in high humidity rooms such as the bathroom, crawl space, and sump. That will alter your test and cause it to give invalid results. So let's go ahead and open it. After reading the measurement requirements for the placement of the radon gas sampler, we grabbed a couple boxes. It has to be 2 to 7 feet off the ground. In our case, it's going to sit 3 feet off the ground, and this is the center portion of our downstairs basement, away from all doors and windows, and at least 6 inches from a wall, or 6 inches away from any object that is taller than 6 inches. Back to the step-by-step process. Again, removing the charcoal radon sampler from the plastic bag. This is going to start your radon test. A couple valuable items that you will need: your start time, which includes your hour, minute, and whether or not it is AM or PM, and the date, month, day, and year. And then you will fill out your stop time 48 hours from now. So from here, what we'll do is we will grab some scissors and open up the test sampler and place this on the box. One additional item real quick: the test kit serial number, which starts with F in our case, is on the back side of the sampler. And we will carefully place this and the paper side up, and record your time. Back to the information form, and the exact time in our case is 10:40 a.m. and I will write that in the start time, 10:40 a.m. and our date is 04 for April 12, and year is 2020. And from here, what I'll do is I will fill in all the remaining items: last name, first name, mailing address, phone number, email, test kit serial number. I took a photo of it. And check this out. Record the test kit serial number for your own records. It is required when contacting the lab for any reasons. And they give you a tip: take a picture of this completed form. And after I do that, while we wait the 48 hours, we are going to become familiar with the plan to stop the test. And we will read through all of these so we are properly educated and prepared for step 4 come 48 hours from now, which is stop testing. We'll see you in 48 hours. Alright YouTubers, 48 hours has passed and it is now the 14th of April, and we have filled in the stop time, as you can see here, the date, the test floor, which is our basement, and then we wrote in basement and center. The bottom portion is to be filled out in the event that this address is different from your shipping address. And then here is the credit card information for the New Jersey residents. Next, we are going to stop the test. And as mentioned, we recorded the time and date on the information form, and we are going to place the information form, the radon sampler, and payment if needed. We don't have to pay in our case, we are not in New Jersey. And put all that inside the mailer and seal it completely. And this stops your radon test. Back to the radon sampler, and again, the information form as well as the sampler go inside the mailer, which came in the kit. And once you seal this, it's basically a Ziploc, as you can see here. That completes your test. From here, pay attention to these shipping options and instructions. Again, you will write your kit serial number here. Yours may start with a different letter than F. Make sure you put in your name and return address, and in the event that you want rush service, you will mark an X inside that box. And there is the shipping address, and carefully on the back side, only one radon sampler per mailer shipping checklist. Go through all of these, spend a minute and read through these steps and check them off. And on the opposite side, this is very important. The shipping options, once again, to purchase discounted return labels, visit that website, and it recommends FedEx, UPS, or Priority Mail. And that last item, first class mail, not recommended. Slowest and least reliable. 8 first class stamps needed. And back to the step 4 instructions. You need to mail this immediately, and again, Priority Mail, UPS, or FedEx. USPS first class mail is not guaranteed. If you ship with first class, you do it at your own risk. So in our case, we're going to visit our local UPS store, which is closest, and mail it away. All right, YouTubers, at this point, I've got everything that is no longer required back in the box, and we are going to patiently wait for our test to return from the lab. And the instructions mention that it takes on average about 3 weeks, which is okay. So in the event that you want to see the end results that the lab sends us in the mail, definitely check out the link scrolling above. It is going to show you everything that they send us, and we'll get the exact test results. From here, do us a favor, YouTubers, below the video, you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us, and we would really appreciate it. We'll see you at the next video.